deep dive into some of the common entry-level roles, because obviously some of the other roles, like chief data officer, you need to be qualified to get into it. So I want to talk about some of the roles that you could just go into it after graduating, or if you're switching careers. Okay, then you've got data scientists. So what we have with data scientists is, like I said, they are the sort of research people. Scientists is in the name, so they'll be doing a lot of hypothesis testing. So if you do any sort of subject that requires you to run experiments, then this is a really good job for you, because that's what you will be essentially doing. They'll be asking you hypothesis. If we changed the homepage from white to blue, would we get a bigger jump in sale or something? And you'll be, building tests and stuff to do that. Again, experimentation is here. The other thing that data scientists do a lot of is build predictive models, whether that's to predict linear variables or categorical variables, but there'll be a lot of predictive modeling involved, a lot of feature engineering. Feature engineering is deriving additional information from data. So for example, if you take date, okay, date as a data set, you might think, oh, it's just a date, but it's not. If the date, for example, today is the 5th of February 2026, we know that the day is a weekday. We know it's a Thursday. We know it's February, the second month. There's lots of features you can extract from that one data point. Okay, if it's like it's 9:15 almost now, we know it's evening or nighttime. It's not daytime. We can extract a lot of features just from that one date variable. So you need to be very good at understanding and how to select and transform variables to extract features. And then finally, you need to be very good at storytelling. There's no point presenting a model back to the business. They won't understand it. You need to be able to explain the model very carefully. Data scientist CV, Python and SQL advanced, absolutely necessary. If you don't have advanced SQL and Python, then you're going to struggle being a data scientist. You need to have some machine learning idea, especially around supervised machine learning. So things like regression, classification, tree-based models. Again, all of these things you can either do a course, or you should be, if you're doing computer science or some kind of engineering, you probably will do this, or mathematics. You will definitely do this kind of stuff. Again, like I said, you need to know how to run tests. You need to know about probability, okay? Because sometimes you'll be given, let's say, if detecting fraud, okay? Fraud is very rare, and therefore you need to know what's normal versus what's skewed, okay? So you need to have some idea of probability. Nowadays, you need to have some understanding of generative AI, how it works and how large language models work. Not that you'll be building anything, but if you use one of those large language models, you're able to explain it. ML ops and version control, basically what that means is that when you build models, okay, you don't want to just like throw away the data, the coding. You want to put it in what's called a repository, a GitHub. And so therefore, every time you make changes to your code, you can track it. So you can see what change you made to your code and what impact it had on the data. And then finally, you do need to do a bit of data ethics. You need to identify bias in your training data, because what you don't want to do is build a model that becomes an legal or ethical liability.